Thank you for joining us for episode 3 of the 15th season of Bulldog Blitz. We're here on the field at A.L. May Memorial Stadium after the first home game of the year for the Mississippi Gulf Coast Bulldogs, who defeated archrival Pearl River 33-10. We're going to talk with Coach Jack Wright, offensive lineman Percy Lewis, defensive back DeCarlos Nicholson while we watch some highlights. Then we'll introduce you to linebacker Mike Smith, who had a big interception tonight. And later on, we'll introduce you to new golf head coach Brad Thornton and his 2021-22 Bulldogs. Stick around. Here on the field with Gulf Coast coach Jack Wright. Jack, that's a rivalry game, and that's probably about as ugly as we're going to see, but in the end, you grounded out and got things done.
Grounded out. It's kind of becoming a theme now, 2 weeks in a row. A lot of tough, hard-fought first downs, a lot of tough, hard-fought points. That's kind of the makeup of our team right now. Plenty of mistakes, plenty of things to clean up. But I'd rather do that after a win than a loss.
I thought you got maybe a little wake-up call with the long touchdown run coming out in the third quarter, tied up, and you got 2 big drives in the third quarter where y'all really kind of established something.
Yeah, those 2 drives really were the turning point. We had kind of struggled a little bit offensively. We had done some nice things here and there, but had not been able to put one together. And a lot of it was mistake-driven, just penalties and drops and kind of putting ourselves behind the chains a lot of times. So we kind of turned a corner on that. I think the drive really, Don, that sticks out to me is the one right before halftime. We did not score. We didn't get any points out of that, but we ran our plays at a good tempo. I think Phillip got it in a little bit of a rhythm, and he kept that throughout the rest of the game, and we were able to make some plays in the third quarter and extend some drives and put ourselves in position to score.
I think you guys carry a little bit of a size advantage on him. I thought that was really telling down the stretch.
Yeah, one thing I like about this team is we're big and we're deep. We've got a lot of depth, especially on the defensive side of the ball, but we've got several offensive linemen that can go in and play at a high level and probably deserve to start, most of them. We've got 2 solid running backs that got in tonight. We've got a lot of guys that can make plays at receiver, so we're deep. We've got good numbers, and on a night like tonight where, that Gulf humidity hit us, it really paid off late in the game.
Defense, the regulators were the regulators doing regulating things. I mean, they were dominant all night.
Yeah, we've leaned on our defense for 3 years, Don. Proud of that group. A bunch of really good athletes. I'm going to say a few names here, but I'm going to definitely leave some out. But DeCarlos had a big night, got an interception. Jay-Sean Baker, again, had a big night. Thought Leviticus Madison did some really good things in the middle. Javian Gill and Jace McCoy have been solid all year, applying pressure and stopping the run. So we've just got a variety of guys over there. They got different skill sets, and Coach Schufelt's using them to their maximum ability.
Mike Smith also had an interception. I thought that was a big play as well. And really even their long touchdown run, you guys had the play stopped and just didn't wrap up, and the guy bounced outside.
Yeah, we lost contain on that, and you're right. Mike Smith's interception, that was an incredible play. I mean, for a linebacker that's 235 pounds to go up and snag a really good ball out of the air, that ball did not have air on it. He went up and got that thing and looked like a receiver. Just an incredible play, but he's an incredible linebacker. We've seen that out of him now. This is 3rd year. So not surprised. I mean, we've seen it before, but he's an incredible player.
Get a night or so to enjoy this, and got Hines, another South Division contest coming up.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier, Don. We're in the South. There's a lot of good teams, so we'll gear up and get ready on Sunday.
All right, congratulations, Coach.
Thank you, Don.
Here on the field, feeling very small, sitting next to Percy Lewis. Percy, big Percy from Salis, Mississippi. You guys kind of pulled away there in the second half. I think your size really helped kind of establish things, and you dominated down the stretch.
Yes, sir.
What did y'all try and concentrate on to get things going your way?
Basically we was trying to fill our gaps, make sure we going to the right way, making sure our D-line, D-end ain't running down through the gap, just maintaining that gap and getting through the field, pushing that man upfield.
Cam Thomas had about 130 yards rushing. You got to see the back of his helmet a couple times. What does it feel like when you get to spring him?
Oh, man, it feel good. It feel like victory. It feel like a W every time.
Coach Wright talked about that drive at the end of the first half where y'all are able to march down. You wound up not getting any points, but did that kind of help y'all establish a rhythm?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It really did. It really did. When the offense, we came back out, we stepped up, we even went hard, and we kept pushing the ball up the field. And like I said, we got more to come. We're looking forward.
And then there were 2 drives late in the third quarter. You get 2 touchdowns on it. I thought that kind of put the game away. Did you kind of feel them kind of getting overwhelmed?
Oh, yes, sir. I felt them getting tired. I feel like they was getting down, like they was just losing it, like we wearing them down. Every play was wearing them down.
Next week is Hines. What you got for them?
Oh, it's going to be even harder. Even harder.
All right.
Ain't nothing changed.
Percy, I'm going to give mercy to that chair you're sitting on, but I appreciate you joining me, man.
I appreciate you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Here on the field with defensive back DeCarlos Nicholson. DeCarlos, another big win for the Regulators. What'd y'all do well tonight?
We started off slow. We did a good job of picking each other up. You know, when things looked like they weren't going well, at first we were shooting ourselves in the foot. So we did good, staying positive, you know, sticking to what coach is telling us, just executing and playing with great intensity, great effort, and we were able to pull out the win.
You had an interception. What happened on that play?
We were in cover 2, and I saw the quarterback got flushed out. The receiver tried to break up the sideline, so I went out like I was going with him, and then I saw that the quarterback made eye contact. I didn't think he was going to throw it. He threw it. So I just caught it, and I tried to run.
What did you see from your guys up front? I thought up front they were able to stuff the run and keep y'all in good position against the chains.
Oh, yeah, up front we got some animals, man, so I just thank them guys because they make my job a whole lot easier on the back end. You know, they're getting in the backfield, they're flushing it out. They were a great running team, and we did a pretty good job stopping the run. They had a few big runs, a few bursts, but all in all, we did a pretty good job.
I know you've made the switch to defense. You watched the offense tonight. Like you said, they struggled a little bit going on. I thought the last drive of the first half, they got some momentum going, even though they didn't get any points. But really, they kind of put the pedal to the metal there in the third quarter.
Oh yeah, we got a great offense. Which last week and the first half of this game is really uncharacteristic of them. So you know, we just stay positive because we know what they can do. So just like the second half, they exploded, and we got offense. They can do that at any time.
You guys get Hines next week. What are you expecting from them?
Physical game, another 60-minute battle, you know, and they're gonna come out and we're gonna get their best effort. You know, we're still Gulf Coast, so we're getting everybody's best effort. So we just gotta be ready. Great week of practice and execute good in the game.
1-0 this week. Try and be 1-0 next week.
Oh yeah.
Congratulations to Carlos.
Thank you.
Swinging for the fences. It's something we do every day at Mississippi State University. Champions for discovery and change. We're building a better, brighter tomorrow. Leading, serving, excelling, putting forth every ounce of strength to help make dreams come true.
Mississippi State, the national champions.
Mike Smith brings a load of experience to the Bulldogs defense. Let's talk with the leader of the Regulators.
I started playing football when I was in 4th grade, and I just enjoyed playing it because when I was young, I just used to run a lot, and I just had to find something to put all that running to use. It's just an unpredictable game, and anything can happen, and it's just so much excitement in it because it's win or go home. Like, one game can change the outcome of your whole season, and I just feel like no other sport is like that. The program and like the people here on campus, like, it's a winning program, and I just want to uphold that tradition as much as possible. He's the life of this defense. Like, we take on his personality when we go out on the field, you know, playing fast and relentless, and one of the best coaches that I've ever had in my football playing career. Really just, you know, giving us pep talks and stuff, and really just letting us know how good we can be and just helping us believe in ourselves so when we go out on the field, we can play the best of our abilities. we lean on one another in tight moments, and we just help each other pull through hard times. And I know I can count on the other 10 guys on the field. You know, they got my back, I got their back, and you know, we're just one good solid unit, and we just love playing for each other. The offense, they're one unit too. I can see like they love playing for each other. They pick each other up when they're down and keep each other in a good headspace throughout the game, and they don't quit on each other. It's the best in the state. Like, no other school comes close to these facilities. You can get the best treatment here, better than anywhere else. Like, the campus looks amazing, facilities look amazing, like no other place. The campus life is like, it's almost like you're at a four-year university almost, and that's one of the biggest things why I came here. Like, what was life gonna be outside of football? And like, I enjoy it all the time. Like, it's never a dull moment. I love all my classes, all my teachers. I don't really have favorites. I just develop a relationship with all of them. Favorite memory would probably be when we played Jones at home. Like, the atmosphere, it felt like that was the national championship. Like, with packed on both sides, away and home, people lined up along the fences, and the way the game went is just something I'll never forget. Playing video games, hanging out with teammates and stuff. Role-playing games like story mode type things, you know, not just something you can get on and play with a friend. Like, you gotta, you know, get through levels, chapters, all the way to the end. They're my favorite. Hanging out with family, linking up with friends from high school and stuff, and, you know, talking about back in our high school days and stuff. Just hanging out with people. I'm easy to talk to. Easy to hold a conversation with. If you want to be friends, we can be friends.
Brad Thornton is the new head coach of the golf team here at Mississippi Gulf Coast. Let's talk with Brad and let him introduce us to his 2021-22 Bulldogs.
I'm Brad Thornton, new head golf coach at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College. Spent my last 6 years here as the assistant under Tommy Snell. So, you know, as far as following in his footsteps, that's going to be a huge step, and I think it's something that we're looking forward to. Owe a lot to him and throughout my coaching career that Tommy has done for not only this program but golf in our conference as a whole and on a national scale. So really excited to be stepping into this position, and look forward to a great year. Coming back here, like I said, for the past 6 years after playing here from 2011 to 2013, went on to Delta State and competed for 2 years there. And as soon as I wrapped up my education, came back, started teaching in the local school districts, as well as being the assistant coach here. And it's just been a great time to grow, prepare me a lot for what we have going on in the future here with this program, and couldn't be more excited. Expectations for this year are pretty big. We have a lot of talent coming back from our sophomore class, a lot of impact players coming in as freshmen. As we recover from our COVID year, like I said, a lot of our sophomores moved on to their Division I institutions and did great things. But we're happy to get back to a normal routine, hopefully this year, and see what this talent can translate to on the course. Our sophomore class is a great group. They endured a lot last year, did not have the typical freshman year. We got Reeves Johnson coming back from Germantown, Matt Wilkinson from Madison Central, Ethan Trouth, one of our international students from England, and Hayden Russell from Gaucher. So I look for them to play a huge role in our success this year. From top to bottom, highly competitive group, and really excited to see what they can do. Matt Wilkinson and Reeves Johnson played a huge role for us in the top 5 last year. Ethan Trouth as well. I think Matt missed out on first team All-American by maybe a shot in the average all year. So I know that's going to make him come back and hungrier than ever. Reeves, super talented, going to work on a little bit different parts of his game that I think he's going to really excel this year, looking again for one of those first team All-Americans to add to our roster. Freshmen, we have a great class coming in. This is probably one of the more talented groups we've ever had. Alessio Graziani comes in from South Africa. He's come in, hit the ground running. Really exceptional player, very talented, along with David Beard, former state junior champion here in Mississippi. He comes to us from Madison Central. So those two guys have really come out to start this fall semester off, looking for great things from them. Some impact players we also look at from the freshman class include Chase Kaiser from Natchez. Chase is what I would call a developing player, very talented, got a lot of experience that he needs to add, and I think he's going to do that here and play a big role for us. Spence Davis also comes from the Madison Central pipeline. He's going to have a chance to be a role player for us this year, and I think he's got the talent to do that. We've got Gabe Hudson coming in from Hancock, from down there in Diamond Head, working on his game exceptionally, well-rounded individual. I think he's going to make an impact on our team as well. Well, last year, like I said, was a very interesting year for our conference. You had a lot of third-year sophomores coming back. I know Meridian took full advantage of that. They were able to perform exceptionally well on the national level. Northeast had a couple really talented golfers come through. So our conference as a whole, competitively, has definitely risen. I'm expecting us to take that extra step this year, hopefully to kind of lengthen that gap in between us. It has closed in on us the past few years. We've had some competitive tournaments, some competitive postseason events. And I think that with the talent that we have this year, I would like to set ourselves apart and kind of resume back to the dominant ways that Gulf Coast has been in years past. Our national championship this year is going back to Joplin, Missouri at Twin Hills Country Club. We went up there for the national preview in 2019. Of course, we didn't get to make the return trip in the spring of 2020. It's a golf course that I think sets up very well for us. We're going to make the trip up there this fall for the national preview. We're going to see kind of what we can learn from the course and what we can do with our talent and how it stacks up to on the national stage against some of those teams that are also going to be coming in as we look forward to competing with them in the spring. Man, you can't ask for a better place to prepare here than you have here at Gulf Coast. I mean, today we're out here at Grand Bear qualifying so many different golf courses from Hattiesburg south to the 6 coastal counties, from Shell Landing to the Preserve, Sunkist, Windance, Grand Bear, Diamond Head, the Oaks, Hattiesburg Country Club, Canebrake Country Club, all of those facilities. And I'm sure I'm leaving off a few, and I apologize for that. But I mean, you can't help but get better when you get the 5-star facilities that we're able to utilize day in and day out, as well as the administration supporting us and putting that range on campus for us. These guys are able to put in work at all hours of the day, and I just can't be more thankful than to be part of these facilities and a part of this entire community.
Thanks for joining us for Bulldog Blitz. We head back on the road next week with a trip to Raymond to play Hines. We'll see you then.